You are listening to Guide to WorkingAtHome.com podcast. Stay tuned. Greetings and welcome back to Guide to Working at Home podcast. I am Rita, your host. This is episode number 8. So it has been a while since we did our last podcast. The fall has been very busy for us over at Guide to Working at Home. A lot of exciting things happening, and we're so thankful to have such an engaged audience tuning in. So we have been receiving emails about certain topics and what to talk about. And I have to come back and discuss how to get ahead in your remote job search during the holidays. It's just a topic that we just have to cover because there's so many misconceptions. So let's go ahead and dive into it. So there's this common perception that the end of the year should be downtime for job seekers. For remote job seekers or any traditional job seekers. I understand why there is this misconception. It tends to be slower. People are taking vacation time. They're taking breaks. And it is the fourth quarter for businesses, right? So then your funds probably are decreasing and things of that nature. However, the job market does not take the holidays off. Let me repeat. The job market does not take the holidays off. Therefore, what I encourage that you do is keep your job search going. Make the lack of job applicants an advantage for you in your remote job search. Again, since people are taking time off from their job search, this gives you an opportunity to really hone your skills and develop things and really get ahead in your remote job search, because those people are waiting until the new year to start searching. But you, since after listening to this podcast, will have a different mindset. You are going to go ahead and continue your process and get ahead in your job search during the holidays. So your competition might choose to take the time off during the holiday season. And of course, I want you to enjoy your holiday season as well. However, I want you to schedule some time during this holiday season to move your remote job efforts ahead. So what I want to talk to you about today is 5 strategies you could use to get ahead of your competition going into the new year. So number 1, I want you to create an action plan. We all know that the holidays are hectic, so we have to write things down and we have to plan, right? You may be entertaining guests or traveling. So I encourage you to look at your schedule and create some time for your remote job search activities. Can you pencil in some time to invest in you and invest in your goals and what you want to accomplish going forward into 2018? If so, then do it. So another strategy I want you to do is conduct a skill gap analysis. Go to your favorite job boards, examine job descriptions and requirements. These are areas that we use to draft our job search documents, such as a resume and a cover letter. What you can do is use this information in this downtime to see if there's any gaps in your skill set. If you notice any gaps, then you might want to develop a plan on how you can improve on this skill. For example, if many positions for a social media specialist require that you know SEO, and you don't have this ability, but you're seeing it constantly over and over again, well, my friend, this might be the time for you to figure out what you need to do in order to improve this skill and develop it. Okay. In many cases, we just need to research our options to learn a skill. And I'll give you a hint with this one. For this example, currently, Google has a free course on SEO. So why not take it? And you can even get a certification, to show that you actually completed the course. Free. So you have to research. That's the biggest problem with a lot of people when they're looking for information, is having the research skills to figure out what to do. Like, a lot of this information is online, and there's sites and there's places, nonprofits that have been created in order to give you information on skills to help you develop things, but you just need to know where to go, right? And so we have to get really good at, especially if we want to be a remote employee, you have to really get good at researching and figuring out what tools are available for us. And we live in a time where technology and the internet are such big assets to whatever we want to do, right? So we just need to put that together and just come up with a plan and do it. My next strategy for you is to be social. Right? This is a joyful and cheerful time of the year. Everyone is happy. Everyone is talking. You can foster and maintain critical relationships during this time, right? Hiring professionals are still searching, and even in some cases, they still need to fill roles before the end of the year. Be social and manage your contacts during the holidays. Use this time as a way for you to form relationships and maintain relationships within your network. You can even go further. You can invite key players, key contacts out for a cup of coffee to catch up. Send holiday messages to people you worked with in the past, and even to people you have recently interviewed with. You can use this time to continue to express your interest in working with them in the future by wishing them a fantastic holiday season. Here's a pro tip. Not everyone celebrates the same holiday. So if you're unsure, Happy Holidays is the best option to ensure that you don't offend anyone. Turn your social connections into opportunities. There will be holiday parties, open houses, and yes, even virtual parties. I encourage you to check your professional association, Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, Slack communities for holiday mixers, and attend a few events. Before visiting any social gathering, craft and practice your elevator pitch and make sure you tailor it to your audience. Don't go around saying the exact same pitch to everybody, right? Everybody is different, so figure out what type of event you're going to. A marketing event, then maybe you want to talk about marketing and tailor it to a marketing audience. Entrepreneur type group, you want to tailor it towards entrepreneurs. Tailor it to your audience. Just get in the habit of doing that with everything. Here's another pro tip. If you are not a member of Freelance Union, again, Freelancer Union, you should check it out. It is free and it has a ton of vital resources. And they are actually hosting social events for the holidays coming up in December. Many cities. So it's the email that I received for my area it's titled Holiday Happy Hour Event. So there is one event right there. I just gave you one. And there's probably one in your area or in a city near you. So, and again, the union is free. Here is another tip for you. Take advantage of holiday sales for your remote job search. Why not capitalize on holiday sales to help you with your remote job search efforts? You might consider redoing your home office where your interviews are going to take place, buying a new computer, office furniture, or even having your resume evaluated. If your friends and family are asking you for ideas for gifts, maybe consider things that will help you in moving your job search forward into the new year. Here are some additional tips. Be sure to make sure that your documents are updated. Your resume, your cover letter, your online portfolio, website, your LinkedIn profile. People typically, I don't understand how you forget about LinkedIn if you're in a job search market, but people do. So if you're applying for positions, and best to believe that hiring manager is going to see if you're on LinkedIn. So make sure your LinkedIn looks good. Make sure you review and tweak your resume. I always update, even if I'm not looking for work, I always create a new resume going into the new year, a new format, just to make it look different. I don't know what it is, but the new year is like, I have to even update the display and the graphics and stuff on my resume going into the new year. It's just a common thing that I do each and every time. Be sure that your online profiles look great, social media, and make sure you look good on Google. Google your name, see what is being said about you. Make sure that if your Facebook is in the Google search engine, and even if it's not, you have a great profile picture. You're not talking crazy on Facebook, because some people use it as their outlet, but you don't know who you're connected to, who may be connected to a future employer. I just say be professional across the internet. And then make a plan to organize your job search electronically. Some people use Google Drive, Evernote, Asana, or Trello. I use Asana. My favorite is Asana. I have everything in Asana. If you see my Asana, you will be like, oh my goodness. I love Asana. So I have sections for everything. And when I was looking for professional opportunities, I had a session where I basically put all the information in there, where I put the job description that I applied for, the resume that I sent to them. So when they call me and they say, hey, Rita, you applied for such and such with ABC company, I'm like, okay, I could go straight to my Asana and I can pull up everything. Even my responses to their questions, like if they ask you certain questions when you apply for a job, my answers to those questions were in that Asana section under their name where their job description is. I knew everything that I told this company. Every single thing. Because what happens is sometimes, a company may not get back to you soon, right? It could be a month, and then you already applied to it for a few other positions, and you may not remember everything. And what I told you previously on other podcasts about tailoring your resume, well, which tailored resume did you send to this company, right? If you're like me, I have, a resume for marketing, I have a resume for management, I have a resume for higher education. I have a resume for each field that I have experience in, because as a consultant, I've dabbled in a lot of different areas, right? Applying for something to do in education, I have my education resume right there in front of me, so I know exactly what they're seeing, because more than likely they're going to have the resume in front of them going down it, asking you questions, right? So just have that information. Organize yourself going into the new year, and then send out holiday cards or emails. So here are my final thoughts. People are taking downtime for their job search efforts. It happens every year, no matter what you tell people. The holidays come around and people want to forget about everything they did with their job search until New Year, because this is evergreen. What I'm saying here is evergreen. So people are going to consistently take this time off. You can set yourself apart during this downtime and use the lack of applicants to your advantage to start getting into employers' ears and into their inboxes and things of that nature. And that's what I want you to do. I hope that you have an incredible holiday season, and we look forward to hearing your success stories going into the future. Again, I'm Rita with GuideToWorkingAtHome.com. We are ranked one of the top 60 work at home blogs on the internet. Super excited about that. So until next time, everyone take care, and we'll talk to you soon.